Hello loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, welcome. It's so great to have you here. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know every time I upload a video. Today we're going to start doing a full set of acrylic nails, and for that we need to remove this old acrylic set. She has broken a nail and we're doing a 4-week fill-in on her, but it's technically a whole full set because we are gonna remove that old acrylic nails. The way I'm gonna do it is gonna be by electric file. I will not use acetone just because I'm not gonna be removing all of the acrylic. I'm gonna be leaving just a very thin line of acrylic on it. Right here, I'm just cutting down the length of the nails with a tip cutter. I don't recommend you guys doing this just because I broke mine. So I hardly advise you just clip down the edge with a regular nail clipper. Because guys, I broke mine. Yep. I ended up using just a regular pair of nail clippers. Just fun fact out there. So after I go ahead and put down the length, I'm going to be using my Tsunami nail drill bit. Yes, that's the name of it. It's a safety bit, so you will not cut your client unless you're like super rough. But you can find this drill bit on Amazon. It was, I believe, like 17 or 20 bucks, something like that. It wasn't that expensive, and it's been doing wonders. I've been using it for a whole year, and it's perfect. It's really good. And guys, it takes down the acrylic down like butter. And just a little trick right here: when you are removing the acrylic or gel from the nail, just bounce it around. Do not leave the nail drill bit, like don't leave it on one spot. I don't know if you can see right here. I'm gonna be showing you a little zoom in coming up, but you don't want to leave it on the same place because you will burn your client. And I don't know if you guys been burned before, but that is so not cool. It's not good at all. But yeah, as you can see, I just go around the nail and try to take down as much as possible. And again, I just bounce it around, not leaving it in one place. Guys, I also forgot to mention that this is on real-time video. So right here, I'm showing you a little close-up on how I do it. I get my support from my pinky. So basically, I grab her finger from the top and I use my pinky on the bottom of her finger to have balance. Why? Because it's going on a very high speed and it could slip, and you will definitely cut your client if the nail drip slips. But as you, sorry guys, that was my baby. But yeah, so you also, you want to make sure you do not hit the natural nail with this drill bit, because it's definitely not made for natural nails. It's for acrylic removal or for gel removal. As I said before, this is a very aggressive bit. It's called a Tsunami, and guys, it's very aggressive. Nowhere near your natural nail. I use the flame cuticle bit just around my cuticles to get rid of the dead skin on the nail plate. You could find this drill bit on Amazon as well, just like that. It's called a flame bit. And guys, as you can see right here, I'm going from one side to the other, and it's basically just around the cuticle. You don't want to do this on the nail. And let me see. You don't want to put the drill bit directly on the nail because you will file the nail. This is not the purpose of this bit. It's just to take away that skin that's sitting on the nail plate. So again, just to take away the dead skin or the cuticles on the nail plate, not the actual nail plate. After I have removed my cuticles with my drill bit, I go ahead and use my 180 grit mandrel bit. I just go ahead around the cuticles and tickle down. And I'm gonna do a little zoom in for you guys so you can see the way I do it. You guys gotta make sure that you go on the lowest speed on your drill bit, on your drill, I'm sorry, because you do not want to damage a natural nail. So this right here is on the lowest speed. I go ahead around the cuticle as close as possible. So make sure you season that file so you don't cut your client. So you see me going around on the free edge, making the nail a little shorter. And so again, yeah. So just go around and tickle down. If I don't do it on the entire nail, it's because I still have some acrylic left. How I mentioned, how I mentioned earlier, I left a little bit of acrylic on the natural nail. I didn't remove it all. So if you see me going on the nail plate on the same spot a couple times, it's because she still has some acrylic left in there. I will not do these on her natural nail at all. We just want to remove this shine. That's all we need. No need to thin the nail down or anything like that. On this video, guys, I'm going to be showing you step by step how I do everything. Just because on some of my videos, I do not record everything. And I've been asked to do the whole process. I'm doing this in real time. Obviously, I cut down a lot of it. But yes, this is definitely on real time, unless I said it's been sped up. So basically, you just want to make sure that your nail tip goes from sidewall to sidewall. Apply the adaptive glue and just glue the tip on. Just don't put a smaller tip on it just because your nail's gonna lift. It does not matter um, how well you prepare your nail or how well you sealed your acrylic. It's going to lift. Believe me, it happened to me before. So again, just want to make sure it goes from sidewall to sidewall. This one didn't quite fit just because she still has some acrylic on her nail. So I wanted it just a tiny bit bigger just to make sure that it goes along from both sides. So again, I'm using my KDS glue, applying a little depth on the nail and applying my nail tip. When I'm doing square, I like to apply the nail tips going straight. So I put it and going just a tiny bit up instead of just applying it for say if you're doing stiletto, you want to make sure you put it just a tiny bit down. But for taper square or a coffin, I like to apply my nail tips just a little bit tilted up. These nail tips I'm using are the McCart one, and I bought it on Amazon. I'll be sure to link it on the description. Now I'm using my straight nail clipper to cut down the nails and as well to shape them. I usually cut along the sides when I'm doing taper square just because it's easier when I go ahead and file, so it's less to file. But as you can see right here, I'm just cutting down the length of it and as well as the sides just to have the sharp taper square look. As I mentioned earlier, I broke my nail tip cutter, so but I kind of like this now. Like I've been using the straight nail clipper and it's been working so good for me. I'm kind of like glad that I broke my nail cutter just because I was able to work with my nail clipper. But yeah, as you can see, I just put my fingers once against the other one from cuticle to free edge just to measure the length of them. And I'm gonna be doing this to my ring, middle, and index. The pinky, obviously, I will not. I just eyeball it, same as the thumb. So I went ahead and applied my nail dehydrator and my protein bond from Young Nails. I just, I don't know why it didn't record. I'm pretty sure I hit play, but hey, sorry guys, you know I'm not the greatest on this filming. I promise you I'll show you in another video. But yeah, you basically want to apply your nail dehydrator and your protein bond. I usually do two thin coats of the protein bond. I use a John Nail brand and it's been working pretty good for me. I'm using, I believe, is Perfect Nude from Valentino. I'll make sure to link everything down in the description. And yeah, it's basically, guys, I don't have a method of applying my acrylic. I could do a one bead, I could do two, three, four, five. It really depends on my mood on the day I'm doing the nails, on the client's nails. You know, it really depends. Like one day I'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna do a one bead, and then another day I'm gonna use two or three, or even in the same application. Um, you know, it's just like, just make sure that your work looks good. And if two, three, four, five beats work for you, go ahead. Because if it works and he's looking good and he's not lifting, you know, just go ahead and do it. Make your life easier. Don't compare yourself, guys, to other nail techs out there. I've been doing nails for 1 year already, and as you all know, I'm a self-taught, and that's a very big mistake I did at first. Because, guys, let me tell you, the first 2, 3 months, 4 months, it took me a good 4 hours to do a simple set. And I kept comparing myself to other nail techs out there. They've been doing nails for longer than me. So obviously, they have more experience than I do. So they will do the nails faster. And another thing, every time I try to compare myself, I would feel bad about my nails. Why? Because I was like, oh, they're not looking like this, they're not doing that. So when I realized that that wasn't helping me, I went ahead and looked at it as another way. So instead of comparing myself to them, I was just trying to learn from them. So I was like, okay, so they taking less time. Why? Let me see what can I do to cut down my time. um Let me see if I can do a flawless application on my acrylic. Maybe take a little bit more time, wait until my acrylic actually polymerizes instead of playing with it like it's gel. That was a big mistake I used to do at first. Even now sometimes I do. um it was that, like, not letting the acrylic sit. Guys, the acrylic is gonna do all the work for you. You just gotta apply the right bead on it, not too watery, not too dry, you know, the perfect consistency. Let it, it's gonna do its job. You just really have to guide it with your brush. I'm gonna show you guys right here on these nails. I believe on the other one, I'm gonna do a little close up on how I apply the acrylic. But yeah, definitely. I know I've been talking a lot on this video, but I just wanted to say that, guys, just try to learn from everybody. If you like somebody's shape, try to learn from the way they shape. If you like somebody's nail structure, see how they do it. Try to do it like that. But don't compare yourself and think that someone's so better than you and you want to do it the same way they do, because it's just gonna be frustrating, and at the end of the day, you're not gonna enjoy your job. You're not gonna like the nails you do, and believe me, they're not gonna look the best because you already have that doubt in your mind. That's what used to happen to me. But yeah, so coming back to the nails, you see me grabbing my acrylic. This one was a little bit too dry, but yeah, basically you don't want to use a too dried bit. You just want to have the perfect consistency, and play with it. Like, as you see me right here pushing it down with the body of my brush, it was way too dry right there. That's a mistake. I just wanted to left it in the video so you guys know um that I make mistakes, and I just try to fix them along the way. So, I mean, nobody died, but yeah, you just try to fix your mistakes along the way. And yeah, definitely. I'm using a number, I think it's a 14 Kolinsky brush. I bought this on Amazon, and guys, it's not the best brush. I've had it for a couple months, and yeah, I recently just upgraded my brush. Um, I have not used my new brush. I want to make a video on it. I bought the Valentino nail brush, the number 14. Is the one that Queen of Nails recently came out with. So definitely I want to take a video and use those so I can do a review for you guys. Right here I want to show you, this is just the application. They have not been filed yet. I'm going to be showing you the way I file my nails. So this is the cuticle safety bit from Tony. I've been asked where I got them, guys. I'm sorry, but I couldn't link, like I can link his page on my YouTube for some reason. What I'll do, I'll just leave his Instagram on my description, and you could just go on his Instagram and go to his store. Um, but this durable drill bit, I'm sorry, is the best thing ever, guys. Like it really cleans that cuticle. It really flushes that cuticle into the natural nail, like perfect. Once you do this, guys, you're not gonna have any lifting or anything like that. Um, yeah, so I just go ahead and try to pinch the sides of his or her fingers, as you can see me doing right here, and I just go from one side all the free edge. I mean, not the free edge. I'm sorry, all that cuticle area. So I just go ahead and do it from one side all the way to the other side. And again, I'm using my pinky to have balance on that nail. And you don't want to do this too high. I go usually on about a medium speed, and I don't leave it on one spot. I just keep bouncing it, I'm sorry, and going from side to side. Now I'm using my 100 and 150 nail file, and I just go ahead on the sides of my nail and grab it straight. Right here I'm just grabbing my nails, and I go on the sides on a straight angle or a 90-degree angle, and just make sure you know that you go on the bottom of those nails, make sure they're straight. And whatever you couldn't achieve with your acrylic application, guys, if you cannot fix it with a file, just take them off. Like honestly, I feel like there's nothing that the file cannot fix. Like if you left a huge bump of acrylic, believe me, that file is gonna fix that. So I know a lot of us hate the hate the dust and all of that, but let me tell you, to me, the file is my best friend. Because believe me, I could do little cupcakes on those nails, and I grab my file, and those nails be looking good. They be looking soft, no bumps, no anything. And it's not the application, I'm sure of that. Right here, I'm just grabbing my nail buffer and just buffing up those nails just because I'm gonna be applying the foil. And if you don't buff them, they you can like kind of tell of the little imperfections of the nail. But yeah, I'm only doing this just because I'm gonna apply the nail foil. And this is how the nails look already filed and buffed. And that's the nail foil glue that I'm using. It's a gel glue, so it has to be cured under UV LED lamp. I went ahead and applied a thin layer of protein bond. I didn't record it. I don't know why. But I'm just going and applying my nail glue foil. And just like if it were to be a regular polish, apply it on all of the nail and then I go ahead and cure it for 60 seconds. After my nail is cured, I go ahead and apply my little foil. You want to make sure the shiny top of the foil goes facing up because I've made the mistake of doing it the wrong way. So instead of putting the shiny part facing me, I put the matte part facing me. So note to self, yeah. So shiny part facing you, and just apply it, make pressure, rough on it, make sure it's stick, and just pull it. As you can see right here, I have some pieces missing on my cuticle, and that's because I how I mentioned earlier, I applied it the wrong way. But no problem that you can fix. Again, just apply a little bit more of that foil glue, put it back in the lamp, another 60 seconds, and I go ahead and repeat the process of applying the foil. I use this little silicone stick just to make sure that goes, you know, really in there on my cuticle area. But you don't need this. You could just use your fingers and rub them. Just make sure you rub it really good and make sure it's, you know, stick on that glue. I mean, on that nail. It's okay if you see little pieces of the foil on her nail. Don't be scared. You could either just grab a little bit of acetone on your brush and clean it up, or even with your finger. You just how am I doing? How I'm doing right here. I just tap my finger in acetone and I'm just removing it. But obviously, I'm wearing gloves. I will advise you to just use a brush with a little bit of acetone, not too much, because you don't want to run it on your nail, and just clean around the edges. And yeah, that should do it. So on my other fingers, I'm gonna be doing different designs. But basically, however you apply your nail glue, that's the design you're gonna get. So if you want to make a little heart, you just make the little heart with the nail glue, um, cure it, and stick the foil. You're gonna have a little foil heart. So basically, whatever you do with that nail glue, that's where it's gonna stick to. There's also regular nail glues that you don't need to cure under a UV lamp. I do not own those, unfortunately. I haven't tried those either. Um, but so far, this has been working for me. It's a little pain on the butt sometimes because sometimes it doesn't feel like sticking, and this is the Macart foil. Um, I can't say it's my favorite because I mean, it's the only one I've used. But so far, it's been working. I mean, it's giving me a little bit of headaches, but it's working. So my index finger, I did a French, and on my middle finger, I'm gonna be just drawing a straight line going down with the glue, as you're gonna see right here. And remember that you gotta cure this for 60 seconds or else it will not adhere to the foil. Right here, I'm just applying my gel glue. This is also UV LED gel glue. I just grab a big glob of it, apply it on the nail, and I'm using these charms, these Gucci charms that I bought on AliExpress, so I will not be able to link them. I'm sorry, but you just go and Google it. I mean, you go on AliExpress and just do um Gucci gems, and they're gonna pop up. They were like 12 bucks, yeah, like about $12. Um, and yeah. So again, just applying my glue and my stones. After I apply my stones and my gems, I just go ahead and cure those for a whole 60 seconds just to make sure that they're dry. After they come up from the lamp, I'm just going to be applying my gel top coat, curing that on the lamp, and that should be it. So this is how the nails look like after they were done. Some cuticle oil. And yeah, if you made it this far to this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Love you all. Bye.